There was a time when Kanye West was considered a musical genius, a visionary who redefined the sound of a generation. But today, the headlines tell a very different story. Once admired, Kanye is now surrounded by controversy, isolation, and a growing list of fractured relationships. But nothing could have prepared the world for what he did next. This time, it wasn't just another outburst. It wasn't about politics, fashion, or even his ongoing conflict with Kim Kardashian. No, this time, Kanye turned his attention toward two of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, and the world is watching. It all started with a series of erratic online statements, posts that left fans shocked, critics speechless, and close friends reportedly concerned. Kanye, unapologetic as ever, launched into personal attacks, some so extreme that even his most loyal supporters began to distance themselves. But the moment he mentioned Jay-Z and Beyoncé, everything changed. Because if there's one thing everyone knows about Jay-Z, he may move in silence, but he doesn't let threats slide. And Beyoncé? She's known for protecting her family at all costs. Insiders now say the Carters are preparing to take legal action against Kanye, not just for the damage to their public image, but for something even more personal. Kanye had allegedly made comments involving the Carters' children, a line few in the industry would dare to cross. The backlash was immediate. Even rapper 50 Cent publicly commented on Kanye's state of mind, saying he needs to smile more, hinting that the Kanye we once knew may no longer exist. And amid all the chaos, Kanye's wife, Bianca Censori, once seen by his side through every scandal, suddenly unfollowed him on social media, raising even more questions about the state of their relationship. Was this the breaking point? Those close to Kanye say he's under immense pressure, and yet he continues to double down. Instead of apologizing or clarifying his remarks, he's demanding that Jay-Z and Beyoncé help him with his ongoing custody issues with Kim Kardashian before he considers making peace. In his own words, there would be no apology until they help me with my children. It was a move that left many stunned. After all, Kanye shares joint custody of his children and has legal access to them. But rather than focusing on being present in their lives, he has spent the past year traveling the world with Bianca, appearing at public events in controversial outfits, and producing obscure art projects that drew more criticism than praise. To many observers, it seemed like Kanye was spiraling, emotionally detached, professionally unstable, and increasingly isolated. Even his most outspoken defenders have started to fall silent. But still, the most alarming part of this story isn't just Kanye's feud with the Carters or his social media outbursts. It's the emotional toll this is taking on the children, especially North, his eldest daughter. Sources close to the family have shared that North still looks up to her father. Despite everything, in her eyes, he's still the coolest man in the world. But as Kanye continues to lash out in public, one can only wonder how these words and actions are shaping the way his children see him and the world around them. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian has remained relatively silent, something unusual for the reality TV mogul. Some speculate it's because she's trying to protect her children from the noise. Others believe she's simply given up trying to control Kanye's public image. But no matter her reasoning, one thing is clear. She's currently seen as the more stable parent, and that perception could influence how this custody battle plays out in the future. Back in Kanye's camp, things aren't looking much better. Rumors of a split between him and Bianca have resurfaced again. The pair, who have shocked the public with their unconventional appearances and mysterious travels, are said to be going through a rough patch. While some believe the recent unfollowing was a sign of real conflict, others say it's just another publicity stunt. a smokescreen to distract from the growing backlash Kanye is facing, because every time controversy builds around him, a breakup rumor follows, and every time the narrative shifts for a moment. But now that the Carters are involved, it seems Kanye may have crossed a line that's far more serious. Jay-Z, known for keeping his business private, has reportedly already consulted legal teams. Beyonce, meanwhile, is said to be deeply hurt by the remarks, especially those involving their children. And for Kanye, this may be a storm he can't walk away from. For years, Jay-Z and Kanye West shared more than just music. They shared history, friendship, and at times, even brotherhood. But things haven't been the same since Kanye began pulling away, drifting into a world few could understand and even fewer could reach. And now, by dragging Jay-Z and Beyoncé's children into the spotlight, Kanye may have permanently severed one of the last ties he had to his old life. Sources close to Jay-Z say he's not just angry, he's focused. And when Jay-Z focuses on something, he doesn't stop until it's handled. Whether it's legal action, restraining orders, or a defamation lawsuit, the Carters are said to be exploring every available option. Because for them, this isn't about fame or headlines. It's about protecting their family. Meanwhile, Kanye seems more defiant than ever. He's refused to apologize, publicly insisting that unless the Carters help him with his custody battle, he will continue to speak out. Some believe this is a desperate cry for attention. Others see it as a calculated move. But whatever his intent, the damage is real. Bianca, who once stood silently beside him, is now stepping away, at least publicly. Some insiders claim she's grown tired of the backlash, while others suggest she's still very much involved behind the scenes, managing his affairs, controlling his finances, and perhaps even strategizing his next moves. But no matter what she's doing behind closed doors, the image she projects to the public has changed. And when even your closest ally begins to distance themselves, it speaks volumes. In the midst of all this, Kanye has been increasingly described as isolated, surrounded by fewer people he can trust, and more voices urging him to stop. But he doesn't stop. Instead, he digs deeper, lashes out harder, and refuses to admit that anything is wrong. At one point, Kanye even claimed that he felt betrayed by those closest to him, including his own children. For many, that statement crossed a line too far, because regardless of fame, power, or personal conflict, children should never become pawns in a public war. And yet, this seems to be exactly what's happening. The world is watching the decline of an icon in real time, a man once praised for his brilliance, now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Is it addiction, mental health struggles, or something deeper and more complex? No one truly knows. But what's clear is that the old Kanye, the creative force behind groundbreaking albums and unforgettable moments, feels like a distant memory. Today's Kanye is different, and for some, that's a tragedy. As legal teams prepare their next moves and the media continues to dissect every post, every action, and every silence, one thing remains certain. This story is far from over. The fallout from Kanye's words may shape his future, not just professionally, but personally. Because no matter how famous you are, some bridges, once burned, cannot be rebuilt. And now, as the Carters prepare to fight back, and Bianca steps into the shadows, the question remains, where does Kanye West go from here? What do you think? Has Kanye finally gone too far? Will Jay-Z and Beyoncé take legal action, or will they let silence speak louder than words? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more true celebrity stories. Until next time.